Picks. I'm your host, Shantelle Chand, and today we're talking UFC 273. Pick number 1, Alexander Volkanovski by TKO at plus 240. Alexander Volkanovski is the best featherweight in the world, and there's a reason why he's the champ. In his last fight, he fought Brian Ortega and destroyed him, winning by unanimous decision. So Volkanovski will be taking on the Korean Zombie at UFC 273, and the Korean Zombie also fought Brian Ortega recently, and Brian Ortega destroyed him. So already Volkanovski has the upper hand there. Also, when you just look at their fight styles, Volkanovski is more skilled, he's better defensively, and his stamina is ridiculous. The dude does not get tired. The Korean Zombie does have real power, you have to respect it, but he does get hit a lot. So I do think Alexander Volkanovski is going to get the TKO victory over the Korean Zombie. His last TKO victory was back in 2018 against Chad Mendes, but I think he gets one at UFC 273. There, I have Kamaru Usman winning this one as well. Decision, of course, is the safe bet, but you mentioned right there, 3 of his last 5 fights, he's won by knockout. That includes Jorge Masvidal, Kobe Covington, and Gilbert Burns. I think all 3 of those guys have better chins than Leon Edwards. As for Leon Edwards, I mean, he is a phenomenal kickboxer, a great counterpuncher. He's going to want this fight upright, but at the same time, when you go back to that first fight, Kamaru Usman really won this fight by wrestling. But the fact that Edwards has gotten a lot better, he's going to want this fight upright. I could see Kamaru Usman landing a big one on him and getting the knockout victory. I also think the fact that Usman just doesn't ever get tired, his stamina is crazy, that's going to play a factor in this one as well. So I'm going to roll with Usman to win by TKO or KO at plus 260, and there's some really good value there as well. Charles Oliveira, we know that he's got one of the best ground games in all of the UFC, and that's where he's going to want the fight. Don't sleep on him as a striker, though, because he's got a really nice check left hook. But Gaethje, as you mentioned, you know, he wants this fight upright. He's an elite striker, and he's got one hell of a chin. You talked about Michael Chandler. He took some major hits and was able to get the unanimous decision. But when I look all around to this fight, I think Oliveira will be able to get Justin Gaethje onto the ground. And once he does, I think it's going to be an absolute wrap. And his last fight, he took care of Dustin Poirier and beat him by submission. So that's where I'm rolling with on this fight. I think there's value in taking Oliveira to win by submission at plus 135. Dustin the Diamond Poirier has one of the best resumes in all of the UFC, and he's making his return to the octagon. As of this recording, Poirier's record is 28-7 with 1 no contest. And the last time he was in the octagon, he took an L against Charles Oliveira. But this isn't the first time Dustin's made a comeback. After a no contest fight against Eddie Alvarez back in 2017 due to an illegal knee, Poirier racked up wins against Anthony Pettis, Justin Gaethje, got his revenge against Eddie Alvarez, and took care of Max Holloway. That set up Poirier's biggest fight of his career against undefeated champ Khabib Nurmagomedov. But the Diamond ended up losing by submission in the 3rd round. But then Dustin came back stronger than ever and racked up wins against Dan Hooker and beat Conor McGregor twice. Now he's set to take on Michael Chandler at UFC 281 and prove why he's still one of the best lightweights in the world. For more, follow FanDuel on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Pick number 2, Petr Yan by points at plus 125. This is a rematch, Aljamain Sterling, Petr Yan 2. Everyone wanted to see this after Yan got disqualified in the first fight, and Aljamain Sterling was actually outstriking Yan in that first fight, but Yan, he's the better boxer. He's going to outbox Sterling, throw some nasty combos. He's also just the better technician. And the one thing I noticed in that first fight was Sterling, he wasn't able to take down Yan and keep him onto the ground. That's because Yan's takedown defense is also ridiculous. He's gotten better. His head movement is really good. So I've got Petr Yan winning by points. Yeah, this one is going the distance, and I'm taking that plus 125.